Hello, and Awni here once again. I am a local real estate broker here in the state of Arizona, bringing you that real estate knowledge and insight. Today's video I want to talk about in particular is the rental market. So this video is really focused on real estate investments in the rental sector. If you are a landlord or maybe an investor who wants to get into becoming a landlord or renting your homes out or potentially buying homes. And there's a bit of a focus here on renters as well. So if you want to stay in line with what's going on and stay updated, this video is a good one for you. Now, according to data provided by Redfin, which is a national real estate brokerage, the median U.S. asking rents rose 9% year over year in September to $2,002, the slowest growth since August 2021 and the first single-digit increase in a year. September was the fourth consecutive month in which annual rent growth decelerated, with rents climbing at half the pace they were 6 months earlier. The rental market is coming back down to earth now, and we are slowly seeing that because it was such a frenzy during the pandemic times, back in 2020, 2021. And that was when there was a lot of remote work, right? People were working from home, so people were purchasing and renting at the same time, which drove prices up. There was very limited supply. Boy, what a wild couple of years we've experienced. That remote work fueled an enormous surge in the housing demand at that time versus something that we could have seen in a normalized market where it would have been just spread out over the course of the next couple of years. Tons of these apartment complexes that you see out there. Even if you're not in Arizona, I'm sure you're seeing all of those cranes that are going up. They're building all these apartment complexes. Now those are available. They're becoming available into the market space, and more homeowners are choosing to become landlords at this time and renting out their properties. Rent growth is definitely going to slow down as we approach 2023. The rent growth will still continue because the median mortgage payments are exceeding the rental pricing. And here are our figures. Here is a rental market summary report for September 2022. Month over month has been negative 2.5%, and the national year over year, however, has increased 8.8%. And the national median monthly rent is at $2,002. The Phoenix median rents in particular is $2,043, which is a 1.8 increase in year-over-year change in median asking rents. Here are some other interesting figures. We've got the top metro areas with fastest rising rents year over year. Number one being Oklahoma City. You've got Indianapolis, Pittsburgh, Louisville, Nashville, Cincinnati. These are all between 10 to 20% increase in rents year over year. Portland, that's interesting considering what happened to Portland. New York as well, 12.5 for San Antonio, Texas. And then you've got the 5 of the 50 most populous metro areas that saw rents fall in September from a year earlier. And these areas are such as Milwaukee, Minneapolis, Baltimore, Houston, and Chicago. If you're a renter, you might ask yourself, is this a better time for me to rent or to buy? What should I do? Well, that really depends on your current life situation. Everyone is certainly on a different life path. Professionally speaking, for me, I always advise, if you have the means, if you can get qualified, to purchase real estate, because real estate, if you look at it historically, it has always increased through the course of time, and renting is 100% interest. So, when you take a scale, you try to weigh the pros and cons to both. Yes, there are areas of the nation that renting might be more suitable than purchasing, like New York, for example. You've got these crazy pricing in New York that it's almost like how can somebody qualify to purchase out there? I mean, I was looking at, was it Zillow? I was looking at Zillow, and I noticed, particularly over by Central Park, I was looking at some of the properties there, and I mean, easily 10, 20, 30, 40, $50 million for these condos out there, or co-ops. They call them co-ops out there, and penthouses. Sure, that's not for everybody. to purchase. Like who are buying those? Those are billionaires who are purchasing over there off Saks Fifth Avenue and Central Park area. But it's almost like a very far reach, to become a homeowner out in the city, especially these densely populated areas with extreme property taxes. Some areas are actually cheaper to rent than they are to purchase due to our high interest rates. Right now, I just saw the interest rates. They're over 7% right now. Being a landlord is also not an easy walk in the park either. You have to deal with maintenance issues. You have to deal with those late night phone calls from your tenants, trying to find quality renters that won't damage your property. How about the ones that don't pay rent on time or even pay it at all? Not easy, my friends, not easy. But if you have the right guidance, it can become fruitful, it can become worth it. But owning real estate is not easy either, because you have to deal with emergency situations, you have to deal with things that break out of nowhere, that cost tens of thousands of dollars. I mean, this happens. You've got to be ready to become a homeowner. You've got to be ready for these things. And quite frankly, the average American doesn't even have a proper savings account. So it's not that easy either, right? I'm sure you are thinking of these things or outweighing the pros and the cons. Very valid, very healthy to do so. If you're a property owner, you might ask yourself, well, should I rent my property out at this time? Many homeowners now have massive amounts of equity in their properties, and they took advantage of those very low mortgage interest rates just over the last several years, where we were seeing 2 to 3%. Very, very low. And renting your house out has many, many benefits, such as generating cash flow each month, passive income. You get great tax benefits and deductions on maintenance, improvements, depreciation on your home. It's a nice security blanket. You have the flexibility of selling your house at the right time. If you want to move back to it, you can move back to it. And property values increase over the course of time. Thus, you are also increasing your net worth through that equity appreciation. And here I have a chart on the screen. You will see the total equity accrued to owner by year and quarter of purchase. This is from our friends at realtor.com source. You will see, especially in Phoenix, all of the equity that has been gained over the course of a 1, 3, 5, 7-year period. And then, of course, the U.S. average as well. Price appreciation and principal payments in the last 3 years have boosted total equity growth since the recession. Can you do that with renting? No, you just can't. Where else can you do this? Where else can you make this much on a tangible asset like real estate? I rest my case. Now, to end this video, I do want to say that Chantell and I, we do offer tenant placement for homeowners, landlords. If you're interested in renting out your property, maybe you're having a hard time selling it at this time, or maybe you don't want to sell it. Maybe you just want to rent it out. You want to generate some passive income, and you want that service. We do provide that. We can help you find a quality caliber tenant for your property if you're interested in this, even if you are just managing it yourself. So if you're one of those landlords that manage properties yourself, please reach out to us at 788-4118. That's area code 480. And here is the website, our website. If you want to learn more information, you can go on there or just give me a call. I can go over the benefits with you on the service that we provide. And I hope this video helped you out today. And I'll be back with another one soon. Thanks for watching.